Hey guys, team here, the Critical Virgo. Welcome back to the Fragrance Friday. So some of you may remember this wheel right here. It's a little discovery wheel from Etat Libre. I purchased it, I want to say about 4 years ago. Got it with really good intentions. And honestly, I've probably only sampled like 3 of the fragrances in here. And one of the fragrances, I got a large, one of those tester sample sprays from Scentbird. So I decided, since this was just kind of like staring at me on my little dresser thing, to give it a go. And I've been trying out Dangerous Complicity. These little spray vials. It's actually a really nice set. I gotta give it to them. And when I read the description that they had for it in their little insert, I really was like expecting something different. So they say, Dangerous Complicity, gimme danger, little stranger. In this blend of coconut and rum, ylang ylang and sandalwood, the bad boy meets the femme fatale. Collusion becomes collision as partners in crime form a dangerous liaison. So, I was kind of expecting something a little dark, mysterious, a little masculine, a little feminine. Got some of those elements here, and I'll give it to you right after I go into the notes. So I'm pulling these off of their website, and it's ginger, jasmine, patchouli, rum, sandalwood, ylang ylang, leather, and osmanthus. Overall, I would have to say that it is very fruity, floral, woody, very unisex fragrance, okay? Because it does have both elements of feminine and masculine. I wouldn't have given this fragrance this particular name. So the opening on this, I found it to be very fun and flirty. Makes me think of like summertime. It's very boozy. There's like a little hint of coconut. It's sweet. You can really pull out that ylang ylang. And everybody's always saying there's a lot of osmanthus in this. I think it's just that sweetness. It kind of like ties everything in together. And they said it was like an apricot, but sometimes osmanthus can kind of come off as a little apricot-y, so I think that might be it. It's just the osmanthus pulling everything through. But I digress. It is just a very fun opening. I remember spraying this on and saying, oh, this is a really great summer scent. I'd like to wear this, during the day or even like at night on a date night. And, obviously the projection when he first sprayed it on was pretty decent, so I had some high hopes, okay, but it still didn't meet the expectation I had built up in my head. I'm like, okay, so where does this start to turn? In the dry down, which happened fairly quickly within about an hour, then I started to notice like that ginger, that spiciness started coming through. It was very warm. It's like nice creamy woody cashmere. It's just cozy. I like it. And yes, it's woody. It also has like this little bit of a powdery aspect to it, and that's where I guess they came up with this name. It does feel masculine and feminine at the same time, like powdery meets like leathery, as the description on their website says that it's like as if it's like skin on skin, like a man and a woman coming together. Very much a skin scent, okay? There is no projection to this whatsoever once this dries down. It's very close to the skin scent. And I could see the interpretation for it. It's a very complex fragrance, and I definitely enjoy it. I think they could have added, maybe 1 or 2 other things, maybe up the leather a little bit more, just to make it, a little more sexy. It's not bad at all. Very versatile fragrance. I would definitely recommend wearing this one to like work or even just going out on a date. Wear it, in the warmer weather. I don't know how this would really stand up in the colder weather because there is no projection on this whatsoever, and the longevity is like average to poor at best. I did get a full day's wear out of it, but I can see where people might have some issues. Like it performed different on different areas of my body. So in my elbow, like it's still there. I can still smell it because I don't have a lot of exposure, and it's very hydrated area of your body. It faded fast on my wrists. I didn't get any wafts of it when I sprayed it on my chest as I moved and, you know, warmed up during the day, and it's barely noticeable on my clothing anymore. So I can see where some people struggle with it. Thankfully, you know, it's pretty decently priced. I saw that it's pretty standard, you know, 30 mils like 58, 50 mil was 95, and the 100 mil was $150. So you're gonna have to touch this one up a lot if you want to get a really great scent out of it. I found my favorite part, honestly, to be the opening, just because of how fun and flirty it was. The dry down, even though this is a really complex fragrance, I was a little bored by the dry down. You know, it's nice. It's a very nice fragrance, but there wasn't anything like groundbreaking about it. I feel like, you know, they have some really great like marketing, and I love like the names that they come up with, but yeah, I mean, it's a nice fragrance. If I was in just shopping around, wanted to burn some money, I would pick it up. There's some other fragrances from this house that I would much rather have, like You or Someone Like You or Remarkable People. Those are two of my favorites. As far as like age goes, I think it's just open. You know, if you can afford it, like the way it smells, then wear it. Be a really safe blind buy, nothing offensive in this. And that pretty much sums it up. If you have it, you like it, let me know. Put it in the comment section down below. Love hearing from you guys. Till next Friday. I'm gonna be going back into this wheel, so next Friday, expect more of this. Bye guys.